Hey everyone, Tiredeyebags here. So I played the game Enshrouded. It is currently in early access, so a lot of the things I talk about in this video may be changed by the time you watch it or by the time the game is fully released. So I'm going to give my quick 5-minute or less than 5-minute review on what I liked and disliked about Enshrouded. But anyway, I'm going to start with my negative stuff first and finish with the positive. But first of all, what Enshrouded is a survival game where it's like kind of a medieval Dungeon and Dragon-y type where you can actually level up your character to make them more of a ranger or a fighter or a mage or a healer, as well as other stuff like learn how to double jump and a bunch of cool little perks along the way, and you get the points by leveling up. So starting out, the negative stuff. One of the biggest things was for a game that's a survival game where you build like a village to put your NPCs and stuff in, and as well as live with yourself. It's the snapping for the pieces you're building is very rough. There was so many times where I'm sitting there spending a good 30 seconds just trying to get a piece to line up properly. It's just really rough, and it really drove me insane sometimes. Next, one of the negative things is you don't really know what level enemies are until you're actually attacking them. So you'll see some enemies, and you'll be traveling around the map. You don't know if they're like level 5 enemies and they're still level 2, if you can even fight them, or if they're level 3s, or maybe they're also level 2s. You don't know. And you start attacking them, and then their health bar shows up with their level next to it. I kind of wish they had something. Maybe there's something in settings I didn't see where their life bars are always above their head. Next, it also on that note is you don't know what level quests or recommendations are. So you'll have missions where you say, okay, go to this place and rescue this NPC from this altar, right? It doesn't tell you what recommended level there is, so if you roll up and you're not too high of level and the enemies are really high level, then you would make that whole trip for nothing, or you have to try to find a way to sneak past all them without getting killed. So just a little bit more transparency in the questing and the enemies, it'd be a great change. On the positive side is the map looks gorgeous. There's pictures. You can see at night the different fog colors for the shroud is really pretty, along with just the landscape itself. There's a skill tree, so you can actually, like I said earlier, you can actually pick your classes, or pick your class perks. So you can actually have like assassin and ranger perks together to make your guy like a stealthy ranger, or you can even have some ranger perks to boost your range and be a spellcaster, so you have range. You can do range attacks with a bow and spells. Different kinds of combinations of stuff to kind of make your character the way you want your character to be. So it's kind of cool. Next, there's a lot of cool puzzles in the game. I go to the one tower, and there's jumping puzzles, and you have to hit certain buttons. You have to try to figure out how to get from point A to point B without falling into a pit of spikes or something. And one of my favorite parts about the game, hands down, is the ability to take your character to other servers. So say you're playing on a server and you have this character, you have them really high level, you have really good gear on them, you're really happy with them, you're really like attached to that character, and your friend says, hey, I started a server, can you join me and teach me how to play, and maybe we could play together, run some missions together? You don't have to start a whole new character. You can literally join in with your character you already have and join in their server. You'll only bring your character with the levels they have and XP they have and stuff, along with whatever gear they currently have equipped. So you won't be able to bring all something OP stuff to unless you bring some weapons, I guess, to your teammate or whatever. So you can just hop over into their server and help them out. It's really cool. And then last, I'll say the fighting system is pretty cool. Range attacks seem like they're actually like useful. If you hit a headshot, it does more damage than hitting in the body, and you could really get that surprise attack on enemies. You could even do sneak attacks by shooting them in the back with a bow and do more damage. And it's when they get close, you can switch to your melee weapon, and you can actually parry their attacks. If you parry at the right time, you'll knock them back and stun them, and you can hit them some more. The dodging works really smooth, so you can dodge around enemies and attack them. It's a really good, thought-out combat system. Nothing too complicated, and it's also like one of those ones that if you the better you get at it, the better it's going to be for you to like take on bigger and stronger bosses. But that's all I really had for it. I'm still playing the game. I'm still trying to learn some stuff. I haven't made it too far in the game at all. But this is what I got from my first few days of playing. Once again, this is in early access, so there's a lot of things will change by the time you see this video or the game comes out. So thank you so much for being here. Make sure you leave a comment down below if there's other games that you played that you want me to review. Or if you played this game and you have some more tips and tricks or info to put down in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Alright, see you guys around.